Hey guys, welcome to TT's blog. You know we love us some tea. So, did you see the new Caresha Please video she dropped? She was updating us on Diddy and JT. Due to the interview being about her, she had her best friend Saucy Santana interview her. Here's a quick clip.
Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy and brought him into my life. I had him at the office.
We have been waiting for a while to see what she had to say about the whole Diddy and Cassie situation, but she never really spoke up. It was giving she either signed an NDA or she was going through the same thing and just couldn't say anything. Throughout the podcast, whenever she was questioned about her and Diddy, she shined a bright light on him, saying how he boosted up her career, but she never said that she wasn't beat on. She actually never said yes or no. So till now, we still don't know if she was getting the same type of treatment that Cassie did. Probably not as bad, but it still could have been some type of domestic violence going on. She claims that they were in love, but she didn't mention why they broke up. Because if it had anything to do with the video that came out, you would think that she would say, hey, we broke up because I don't stand for any domestic violence, but she didn't. The main thing she seemed to be broken up about was the fact that the people that she thought was always going to be there for her weren't there for her when the news came out about Diddy. I'm pretty sure they weren't there for her because she wasn't standing up for a woman who was beat on like a dog from a guy that she's currently dating. Like, that video was really horrific. To not say anything. Honestly, as a woman, I thought she would have came out with words of sympathy towards Cassie in the situation or anything of that sort, but nothing. She was always very out and open about the relationship prior to things hitting the fan. That's why everybody's looking at her like, why you all of a sudden don't want to talk about it? You talk about everything else under the sun, but you don't want to talk about the most important controversial thing that happened to you? Anyways, let's get on to the next topic at hand. I feel like she put on her big panties when it came about talking about JT now. She claimed that she didn't know about all the projects that JT was doing prior to the world finding out, which I feel like is low-key cap, because the world knew and she didn't seem like she started until Caresha started her extra things on the side. Me looking from the outside in, after JT got out of jail, it seemed like they weren't as tight as they were before. They weren't even celebrating their birthdays together. I feel like once Caresha got with Diddy, it seemed like the City Girls were no longer City Girls. It was just all about Caresha or JT. Now granted, they did live on opposite sides of America, but being friends for that long and having such a great foundation, such as the City Girls, you would think they would be tighter. In the interview, she made it seem as if JT was the reason why they broke up. But honestly, I think it was more the fact that Caresha was just used to doing her own things while JT was locked up. So she just continued to do that after JT got back home. And then once they started doing things on their own and Caresha got with Diddy, it started really branching out. JT had to do what she needed to do to stay afloat. Because if my partner that I have a music group with is doing so many things alone without me, I'm not making no money. So I need to find a way to make money for myself too. And the whole world was asking JT, what are you doing? Because Caresha was coming out with so many things. But what do you think? Do you think that JT is the reason why the City Girls aren't the City Girls anymore? Or do you think it is because of Caresha? And do you feel like Caresha needs to go more in depth about why she didn't stick up for domestic violence, even though she claims that she was a part of domestic violence in her past relationships? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, bye.